Hi everybody. I just have some books on my shelf again that I'm not sure about. So I'm going to try a chapter. So I wanted to show you guys first the 8 books, and I'm going to try 4 of them, and it's going to be a while. It ain't going to be until January and February. But January and February I'm going to read 4 of each of them. 4 in January, 4 in February, and go from there. But how I'm going to do it is, like I said, I'm going to read 1 to 2 chapters in each of the books, and then the 4 that catch my attention the most, I'm going to read in January, and then the 4 that capture my, the least of mine out of the, the other 4 will be in February. So I'm going to go over those 8, and then I will read chapters, and then, the 2 chapters in each of them, and then I'll let you know. Excuse me. I'll let you guys know once I decide which one. I probably won't, read the chapters until probably December. So I'll let you guys know in December the 4 that are going to be picked for January. But it'll be the end of December for, you guys will see it in my January. What I'm planning on reading in January. And then in January, towards the end of January, you'll see the other 4 for February. So yeah. Before that, I just wanted to let you know, I'll be getting probably 4 or 5 books tomorrow in the mail, so I'll be doing a video on that. Excuse me. And then I'll be getting either tomorrow. It says I'm supposed to be getting it Saturday, but usually I get it the day before my Beacon book box. So I should be getting that tomorrow, but since it's snowing, it might I don't know if it will distract the mail, or you know what I mean. Disrupt the mail. So if there's a chance that it'll disrupt the, how long it takes to get here and stuff, then it might be Saturday. But I might be having my spare, like I said, my Beacon tomorrow. And I know Owl Crate will be here Saturday. And speaking of the Owl Crate, if you guys don't know, they announced their, what their theme is for December. It doesn't go on sale. They said it ain't on sale yet. It's around November 22nd that it goes on sale. So don't try to buy it now, because you'll be buying it unless you want November's. Because November's box. If you don't want November box and you want December, then wait until close to the 22nd. Or if it comes sooner, I'll let you know. I'll update you guys. But the name of the box is called Power of Illusions, which sounds really interesting. It said it goes on sale around November 22nd. It's going to be themes inspired by Carvel, the Lunar Chronicles, Night Circus, and Crown's Game. Or Crown's Game, is that what it is? Yeah. Which I don't hear those, the only one I really hear a lot about is the Lunar Chronicles. I really don't even hear a lot about Carvel. And the Night Circus, I never hardly hear about, any themes for that. And Crown's Game, I've never read that series. I'm planning on one of these days, but I've never heard very many for that one either. And they already told you a sneak peek of what we're going to be getting in one of the things that we're getting in December boxes. And you guys, it's going to be a planner for next year. And they said it's going to be even bigger and better than last December's. Because that's when I started getting Owl Crate, was last December, so yeah. So this will be my 1-year anniversary with them. I have not missed one with them, so I'm really excited about December's. I already have some idea on what the book is, so I'm really excited about that. I know it's a book that's going to be in a lot of boxes, so I'm just giving you, fair warning. But there's a lot of books in December that are going to be, in the same boxes. I know, The Disaster is one of the books I'm getting from one of my boxes next month. And there's at least 2 or 3 other boxes that are doing The Disaster. I know there's a couple of boxes that are doing Amber and Dusk. There's a couple of boxes doing a couple of, other books. Because there wasn't really that many books in December. So anyways, but I just wanted to give you an update on that. So if you're thinking about, if you want a really good journal or planner and you love Owl Crate, then look into that. But like I said, make sure that you find out what the book is first. In case you're already getting the books a couple of times, because I know a couple of people were saying that they're already getting, like, this is like the third time or third box that has the book that they're getting, so they're gonna have like 3 copies of it. So yeah. But okay, but let's get back to where the what we are doing here. The first book that I want to read in either in January or February is Storybound by Marissa Burt. That's this one. It says, in the land of story, kids go to school to learn to be the perfect character. A brave hero, a trusty sidekick, even the most drastically villains. They dream of the day when they will live out tales written just for them. But when an ordinary girl named Una Fairchild finds herself written into the story, she discovers that the magical land is threatened by a dark secret. As she digs deep into story's shadowy past, Una realizes she is tied to the world in ways she never could have imagined, and it may be up to her to save it. So that is Storybound by Marissa Burt. That is one that will be read either in January or February, depending on what I decide. If I can't decide and all 8 of them look good, then I will probably be coming back on and doing like a coin toss like I like to do. Or I'll put all 8 in the cup and pick 4 that way. Whatever. But we'll decide then. The next one is The Forbidden Library by Djanko, or Djanko, how are you saying the name? Wexler. And it's called The Forbidden Library, and it says at the top, books open new world, especially for Alice. And it says, Alice can't resist the library, but it's going to take all her courage and wit to survive the challenge within. When Alice's father disappears in a shipwreck, she is sent to live with her uncle Gran? Something like that. An uncle she's never heard of, who happens to have an impossible, massive library. Ooh, I love libraries. Unfortunately for Alice, those endless aisles are strictly off limits. But then she meets a talking cat, and even for a rural fowler, when a talking cat sneaks you into a forbidden library and you're dared to open one of its unusual books, it is hard to resist, or you're dared, I should say. Soon Alice finds herself inside the book, and the only way out is to defeat the monster within. The best stories have happy endings. Is Alice strong enough to create one of her own? And it says down here, it says, Harry Potter, Alice in Wonderland, and Inkheart are all rolled into one. It's good fun. Working into the grand tradition of children's fantasy, Weckler, how you say the last name, off to a promising start. So, that's that one. It looks really interesting, don't it? All these I've, like, shown in past, past hauls and things. But some of them I just forgot was on my shelf, and I really think they'll be interesting. Like this one I could have even used for like picture, like, it has pictures in it, because some people let you like during readathons they'll let you like pick like things that like show that, or that has a thing on each chapter. But anyways, that's one. Let me see, which ones did I do so far? Okay. This one is The Goose Girl. I also have the second one, I believe, in the series. It's called The Book of Bayern. And it's by Shannon Hall or something like that. I know a lot of people like this series. So it says, some people are born with the first word of a language resting on their tongue, though it may take some time before they can taste it. I do not know how to say this girl's name. Andorra? Something. Crown Princess of Kildare, something like that, spends the first year of her life listening to her aunt's stories and learning the language of birds, especially swans. As she grows up, Anna develops the skill of animal speech, but she never feels quite comfortable speaking with people. So when Alice's mother sends her away to be married in a foreign land, she finds herself at the mercy of a silver-tongued lady-in-waiting who leads a mutiny that leaves her alone, destitute, and fleeing for her life. To survive, Annie takes on work as a royal goose girl, hiding in plain sight while she develops her forbidden talent and works to discover her own true powerful voice, enhancing the New York Times best-selling review. So, that's that one. This one is like one that I'm like, I bought it because it kind of looks interesting, and I know a lot of people liked it, so I wanted to try it, but it's like, out of these books, it's one of the least ones that I'm like excited to read. I don't know why, but I know that there's people that really love this series, so I'm really hoping that it'll be more interesting than what it sounds to me. But it did, like, it's a retelling. That's what it sounds like. Like, it might be a little bit of a retelling of maybe the swan, what is it called? The one with the swan, where she turns into a swan. But I'm not sure if this is exactly it or what. If it is a retelling of it or not, but it sounds like it's some type of a retelling. So, I am still excited about it, but this is one of the least ones that I'm excited about. The next one is, there's a couple on here that are real, like, I've heard people talk about. Others I don't really hear talk too much. Like, the first two I mentioned, The Forbidden Library I don't hear people talk about. Story About I don't hear people talk about. Goose Girl, like I said, I hear people talk about. Every once in a while I hear people talk about Unearthed, but I don't hear this very much, by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. It says a literally breathtaking archaeological, how do you say that word, expedition. Spooner and Kaufman prove once again that no one does high stakes adventure Shanghai's or something like they do. One of the most intense, thrilling, and achingly beautiful stories I've ever read. That's another blurb. But anyways, it says, when Earth intercepts a message from a long extinct alien race, it seems like a solution humanity has been waiting for. The undying advanced technology has the potential to undo environmental damage and turn lives around, and their message leads to the planet Gaia or something like that, or Guy, something like that. A treasure trove waiting to be explored. For Jules Anderson and his fellow scholars, the discovery of an ancient alien culture offers unprecedented opportunity for studying, as long as scavengers like Amelia Radcliffe don't loot everything first. Despite their opposing reasonings for smuggling themselves onto the alien planet's surface, they're both desperate to uncover the riches hidden in the undying temples. Beset by rival scavenger gangs, Jules and Maya form a fragile alliance, but both are keeping secrets that make trust nearly impossible. As they race to decode the ancient message, Jules and Maya must navigate the traps and trials within the undying temples and stay one step ahead of the scavengers on their hills. They came to Gaia, or Gay, or something like that, certain that they had far more to fear from their fellow humans than the ancient beings whose mysteries they're trying to unravel. But the more they learn about the undying, the more Jules and Maya start to feel like their presence in the temple is part of a grand design, one that could spell the end of human race. So that's Unearthed by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. And then we got Honor Among Thieves by Rachel Kane and Anne Aguirre, or something like that. It says, 100 were chosen, one will resist. Praise for honor among thieves, electrifying and unputdownable. There is no other book like this in the universe. It's an honor even among thieves to share Zara's spaceship with her. That's one of the blurbs. But it says Zara Cole had been in and out of New Detroit rehab faculty for treatment of antisocial behavior. There's no adjusting Zara's attitude, though. A painful past has made her stronger than most, which is why she chose life in the zone instead of moving with her family to Mars. In her eyes, living inside a dome isn't much better than a prison cell. Still, when Zara commits a crime that has her running scared, jail might be exactly where she's heading. Instead, Zara, is recruited into the Honors, an elite team of humans selected by the Leviathan or something like that, a race of Sentai alien ships to explore the outer reaches of the universe as their passengers. Zara seizes a chance to flee Earth's dangers, but when she meets Nadim, the alien ship she's assigned to, along with his fellow honor Beatrix, something like that, Zara starts to feel at home for the first time, along with a devotion she never experienced before. Yet nothing, not her honors training or her street smarts, could have prepared her for the dark, ominous truths that lurk behind the alluring glitter of starlight. Honor Among Thieves is the first book in a daring new series by best-selling authors Rachel Kane and Anne Aguirre. So, that's that one. But all these are like on my shelves, and I either forgot about it or I just lost interest in, but I want to try to start going through all these books, because next year a whole bunch of new books come out that's going to be really good. The next one is Reign of the Fallen by Sarah Glenn Marsh. This one I got in the No Guilty Pleasure book box. And this one says, without the dead should be no one. Odessa is one of Carthena, how do you say that name's master. I forget how you say that word. It's the Necromancers. I can never pronounce that word. Catering to the kingdom's ruling dead. Whenever a noble dies, it's Odessa's job to raise them by retrieving their soul from a dreary and dangerous shadow world called the Deadlands. But there is a cost to being raised. The dead must remain shrewd or something like that. If even a hint of flesh is exposed, a grotesque, something like that, transformation begins, turning the dead into terrifying, bloodthirsty spades. A dramatic uptake in Shade's attack raises suspicion and fears among Odessa how do you say that word? Community. Soon, a crushing loss of one of their own leaves Odessa shattered and reveals a disturbing conspiracy in Carthia? Something like that. Someone is intentionally creating shades by tearing shrewds or something like that from the dead and training them to attack. Odessa is forced to contemplate, how do you say that word? Contemplate? A terrifying question. What if her magic is the weapon that brings the kingdom to its knees? Fighting alongside her fellow Necromancers, how do you say that word, and a powerful girl as enthralling as she is infatuated, Odessa must untangle the grotesque, how do you say that word, plot to destroy Carthia before the shades take everything she loves. So I think the girl in here is bi, because I think I read a little bit in the beginning, and she's with this guy named cannot think of his name. I can't find it. Evander or something like that. Evandar or something like that. I think they're together. It sounds like they were. Sounds like she's supposed to marry him or she's dating him or something. Because it says, don't let your mom something. It says, doesn't your mother forbid such talk? And they've kissed before in the book and stuff, so I guess she's bisexual. At least that's what it sounds like, but it does sound good, and I love the cover. Isn't it gorgeous? I just love the prettiness and the creepiness of it. But that's another one. I got two more. We got this one, of course, I hear a lot about, but I'm still not sure if I want to read it or not. Like, this is another one I'm not, like, super excited about, but I'm willing to give it a try because it might surprise me. And it's The Bells. It says, A Twisted World, A Beautiful Power by Danielle, or something like that. Daniela Clayton or something like that. And this is another one. I really love the cover. I got this from Unicorn Crate last year sometime. So, but it says, Carmela Beauregard is a belle in the opulent, something like that, world of Orleans. Bellas are revered, for they control beauty, and beauty is a humanity, how do you say that word, craved above all else. In New Orleans, the people are born gray. They are born damned, and only with the help of a belle and her talents can they transform and be made beautiful. Look how pretty, though, the cover. I still can't get over that cover. But it's not enough for Carmela, something like that, to be just a belle. She wants to be the favorite, the belle chosen by the Queen of Orleans, to live in the royal palace, to tend to the royal family and their court, to be recognized as the most talented belle in the land. But once Carmela and her belle sisters arrive at court, it becomes clear that being the favorite is not everything she always dreamed it would be. Behind the gilded palace walls live dark secrets, and Carmela soon learns that the very essence of her existence is a lie, that her powers are far greater and could be more dangerous than she ever imagined. And when the queen asks Carmel, or Camellia, how do you say her name, to risk her own life and help the ailing princess by using Belle's powers in unintended ways, Carmela faces an impossible decision. Right the future of Orleans and its people at stake, Carmel must decide, save herself and her sisters and the way of the Bells, or how do you say that word, the princess, risk her own life and change the ways of her world forever. The Bells by by Danielle Clayton. Bella. I got the bell in with the when I was looking at it, but that's what that one is. And the last one is Dread Nation. This one I think I've talked about before. This one is the one that I really, really don't know about. Like, there's just something about this book that just, like, makes me not want to read it. I don't know what it is. It's just, there's just something about this book that really, like, makes me hesitant to read it. Because I know I tried it before and I got to, like, page probably like 50 or 60, and the world building and stuff was just so strange to me and stuff. So I don't know. But this one is about where, like, it's during the Battle of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, derailing the war between the states and changing the nation forever. Well, let me start at the beginning. It says, Jane McKean, something like that, was born 2 days before the dead began to walk the battlefield of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Or Gettysburg, how do you say it? Oh, my head is so dry today. Derailing the wars between the states and changing the nation forever. In the new America, safety for all depends on the work of a few, and laws like the Negro and Native Reduction, something like that, Act requires certain children to attend combat schools to learn to put down the dead. But there are also opportunities, and Jane is studying to become an attendee, training in both weaponry and etiquette to protect the well-to-do. It's a chance for a better life for Negro girls like Jane. But that's not a life she wants. Almost finished with her education at Mrs. Preston's School of Combat in Baltimore, Jane is set on returning to her Kennedy home and doesn't pay much mind to the politics of the eastern cities with the talk of returning America to the glory of its days before the dead rose. But when families around Baltimore county begin to go missing, Jane is caught in the middle of a desperate fight against some powerful enemies, and the restless dead, it would seem, are the least of her problems. So, it sounds like it's interesting, but for some reason it just like, whenever I pick it up, I read it just a tiny bit, and then I'm like, put it down and I forget about it. So I don't know. Like this one, like Dread Nation, the Bells, and Goose Girl. These three right here, for some reason, I don't know, like, if I'm even going to read. I'm going to try, like I said, but I don't know. But the other ones I'm really pretty looking forward to. This one seems a little strange, Reign of the Fallen, but it looks really interesting. And the rest look like stuff I will really like. It's just, I forgot they were on my shelf. But yeah, these 5, if I can hold them, are the ones that I'm like more excited, I think, to read. But like I said, what I'll do is read 4 of them. I'll read the chapter of 4 of them. I mean, the 2 chapters of all of them. And then out of the 8, I'll pick 4, like I was saying, for January to read. And the other 4 will be read in February. And if I can't decide, then I'll either put it in a cup and do a video showing you, putting them in and showing you which 4 gets picked and which 4 has to wait, or something along those lines. But yeah, like I said, the next couple days I'll be doing more videos, so you'll definitely be getting more. Tomorrow, whatever I get will be like a normal day, like around 1, 2 o'clock I'll be unboxing it. Because usually I get it between 1 and 2, my mail. Sometimes I get a little bit earlier, just depending. But yeah, so whatever I get tomorrow will be earlier, but like my All Crate probably won't come until Saturday, so I won't be home, like I was saying in my other videos, until later in the day on Saturday, because it's our family Thanksgiving dinner, you know, for everybody. So yeah. So when I get my whatever boxes on Saturday, if I get both, or if I just wind up getting All Crate only on Saturday, then it'll be, like I said, later in the day. But I'll definitely be unboxing it sometime on Saturday when I get it. And if I get Beacon tomorrow, then I'll definitely open that up tomorrow. Otherwise, when I get it Saturday, I don't know if I'll do like boxes together. Like how some people will do like Battle of the Boxes. I don't know if I would do that, but I might. If you guys think I should wait, like if I get my Beacon tomorrow, if you guys think I should wait until I get my Owl Crate, comment down below and let me know. And I can do like a face-off or something, if that's what you guys want. But I usually like both of them. Like, they're my favorite boxes, so it's so hard for me, like, to really, like, pick one over the other. So most likely it'll be a tie, but we can try it. Because I see other people do, like, unboxings that way. So yeah, just let me know what you guys think I should do down below. Should I open Beacon tomorrow if I get it? Or should I wait until Saturday and do a face-off? And if I do that, what I'll do is I'll open up one of the gifts, show it to you. Then I'll open up another gift and from the other box and so on. And then after I open all of them and show you what everything was and what the books are, then I'll tell you what I liked from each box, which box I thought might have been a little bit better than the other, or if I thought they were a tie. Yeah. So let me know what you guys think down below. Should I wait? If I can wait, because usually I'm so bad about waiting. Like, as soon as I get my box, I want to open it. But if you guys really want me to wait until Saturday, when I have both of them, and it'll be just a later in the day video, then just let me know. But I'm going to let you guys go, because I did the video earlier, and this is another long video, like earlier, so, yeah. I just wanted to let you know what was going on with these 8 books. What I'm planning on doing, and I wanted to give you an update on book boxes and books that I'm going to be getting. So yeah, that is it. Remember, like I always say, just if you ever need someone to talk to, I'm here. Just comment down below and I'll get right back to you. And yeah, I'm sure other YouTubers will feel the same way as I do, and will talk to you too if anybody ever needs to, feels like they need to talk to somebody. So don't forget about that, please. Let's see. Remember, if you like this video, thumbs up. Like I said, comment below. Let me know about what you think about if I should hold off, since one is just going to be a day apart, or should I do them separately. Let me know. And let me know if you guys read any of these books, what you guys thought about it. And until later, that's all. Bye. Lori out. Mwah.